Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Shinrin Yoku, and Yurt Life, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Saturday, March 2nd, 7:45 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. An intense seismic swarm occurred earlier today, and I thought this was the inception of the next eruptive phase in Iceland, but the earthquakes have subsided. What hasn't subsided is snow. Blizzard conditions over the Sierra Nevada mountains are only getting worse. Keep calm. It's boom time. A massive blizzard howls in the Sierra Nevada with high winds and heavy snow, closing roads and ski resorts. In fact, the dangerous blizzard continues pounding California with not only feet of snow, but check this out, 190 mile per hour wind gust. Holy macaroni. The massive storm continues its assault on the region Saturday, fueled by a wide-reaching area of low pressure spanning much of the West Coast, feeding a constant stream of snow that is expected to reach 10 to 12 feet in the higher elevations and 2 to 5 feet as low as 6,000 feet. Holy macaroni. In fact, the blizzard has shut down I-80 and Highway 50 over the Sierras as Tahoe hunkers down for the big boom. The global warming goodness is coming, and no one is bumming. Shut up, Al, get in your hole. Al Gore is not happy with the forecast. Texas wildfire, live updates here. Links will be below. The state's largest ever wildfire is only 15% contained after 5 days and after burning over 1 million acres. The bad news is that there is critical fire weather watches for the entire region of Oklahoma and Texas, where there are now dozens of wildfires burning. And it's not just the smokehouse fire that we're worried about. Look at how many fires are in this region. Here is the size of the smokehouse fire as of yesterday. So it's bigger than this now, and the fire weather threat continues with a terrible forecast. Blizzard conditions over the Sierra Nevada mountains, and critical fire weather in the high plains. A strong winter storm across the west is currently producing heavy mountain snow, strong high winds, and heavy low elevation rain to parts of the Pacific Northwest, Great Basin, California, and even the North Central Rockies, as we have a winter storm watch and warning up for this evening. Impacts are expected to continue through Sunday, and then another system is going to be moving into the west. Strong winds and dry air will support critical to elevated fire weather conditions through the weekend in, it looks like, eastern Colorado, eastern New Mexico, the Texas Panhandle, as well as the Oklahoma Panhandle and West Kansas, as well as here in Iowa. And where are we looking at here? Yeah, northern Missouri here. So take a look. There are many regions where critical fire is a concern, and the concern is that there are already dozens of fires across all of these high wind areas. Take a look at that. And so we could see another blow up in the next 48 hours of massive wildfires. So our prayers and our thoughts go out to those affected. Here's the current position of that storm in the west. Has moved all the way through the northern Rockies as of now. And 3 hours is going to dip down here into northern Colorado and bomb out and bring heavy snow to the central and northern mountains. Take a look at that. A wide swath of heavy snow up there in North Dakota as well as Canada will be moving north into Canada there through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So big loser on the East Coast here. Wednesday and Thursday with a huge nor'easter moving up there. Going to bring some snow to the higher elevations in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and the Adirondacks. And let's move this over to total snow, and you can see that those numbers there. We'll move it through here. Sunday through Monday morning, another 4 feet for the Sierra Crest. Some moderately significant totals of up to a foot or more, maybe 2 feet in the Central Mountains here in Colorado by Monday morning. And by Tuesday morning, more snow for Colorado, more snow for the Sierras, more snow for everyone. Here's Tuesday through Wednesday. Another system will be dipping down in the Pacific Northwest to bring another 3 or 4 feet to the northern Sierras, which could bring them 20 total feet in the next 10 days. Holy You know what I'm trying to say there. Here's Thursday through Friday. A system is going to move east here into the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and bring more snow to the northeast. Good news. This is going to be a spring ding-ding to remember. And I already told Al to shut up. Seismic update. No quakes of note. Moderate activity worldwide at low levels. And there is that seismic swarm that we were worried about was going to be kicking off the next phase of the volcanic eruption on the Reykjanes Peninsula. This was during our radio show. So there were over 10,000 people watching all of the live streams of the Reykjanes Ridge at the time. So this means that a huge swath of the population is well aware geophysically of what's going on Earth and is, well, participating in the science. That's fantastic. Here is that tremor spike earlier today during our radio show, which is indicative of a fissure eruption about to happen, but it stopped shortly after it began. So clearly there needs to be more magma pushed into this chamber before it goes boom again. But indications say that the magma intrusion has stopped and the eruption is not imminent as of now, but imminent nonetheless. So we'll keep a close eye on the Reykjanes Peninsula for more upticks. As you can see, it's a daily cycle. So by sunrise, the seismicity increases, then it quiets down during the day cycle. So we'll keep a close eye on this tomorrow. At the same time, just about 16 hours from now, maybe 12 to 16 hours from now, we could be seeing the next eruptive phase on the Reykjanes Peninsula. And this is the updated hazard map. Obviously, the biggest danger zone is where former fissures were and where the new fissure eruption has formed and erupted at least 4 times this year. Okay, here we are at space weather, and you can see the sun has been quiet for days, almost nothing happening. There are sunspots, and there are some new sunspots that have turned around the limb, albeit tiny little pinpricks. There they are, and they are surrounded by a huge area of plage. That's where all these little white spots are there, those lighter spots, and these are areas of magnetic complexity associated with those spots. The bigger spots are turning away from the disk, and the big sunspot is now gone out of view, but almost no activity coming from anything on the sun whatsoever. We may be waiting for low-level geomagnetic instability today or tomorrow due to that glancing blow from a coronal mass ejection. Now, New Hampshire discontinues its organic certification program. What does this mean for the future of food? Well, for all the organic producers in New Hampshire, it means that they don't have a certification anymore and they can't sell their crops as organic. That's bad news for the bottom line and may very well bankrupt some of these farmers. Is this the plan of the one world government, the globalists and the elites, to bankrupt farmers so that everything can be corporatized and we can eat bugs and fake meat in the future? I surely hope not. But the solution is simple. Learn where your local farmers are and support them and buy all your produce from them and create a community around local food and even start growing your own food so that you can hedge your bet in the future in case of any eventuality. You will already have a leg up on the competition. Speaking of competition, almost no one can compete with Hemp Lucid in the CBD market. They're one of the top producers in the world, which is why they're good friends of the channel. And we support them, and they give a discount to all of our viewers by simply putting all caps BOOM as the coupon code, BOOM. Now, the first of its kind experiment is confirming the best cannabis compound for anxiety, and it's not THC, it's CBD. And a lot of our viewers even smoke CBD nugs. And so I'm sure it helps with their anxiety and maybe even their sleep. But the good news is that our friends over at Hemp Lucid are having a big 420 sale coming up. Yeah, on 420, where you're going to get huge discounts as well as the BOOM coupon code, which you can use anytime for at least 15% or more off. Just put BOOM in underneath any product on checkout and get huge discounts from Hemp Lucid. But we're preparing for the 420 event, and there is science to support why, if you haven't tried it, maybe you should try CBD for your mental health. I'm just saying, speaking of mental health, the biggest volcano in the last 12,000 years, the Holocene, was recently found by a seabed survey, and we're going to talk about it. It is the Kikai caldera, the largest Holocene eruption. Take a look at that. That's not even a picture of it. It's just a random eruption, volcano erupting that I used as the thumbnail. But we're also going to talk about some cockamamie geoengineering in just a minute. Intentional stratospheric dehydration. Absolute nonsense. And why these globalists and elites are literally driving us to our death. The entire green agenda and the climate fear porn is all based on a lie. 9 times more people die from cold than heat, and they're trying to cool the planet. Absolute insanity. And you want to speak about insanity? Let's talk about the flat tards. Apparently, they missed the memo. Take a look.
On July 6th,
Was epic. And thanks to Discover, 1 year of epic images proves, well, a long time ago that the earth is round and eclipses do happen. And that is a boom. To knowledge, please share this video as we are shadow banned. We need your help to grow. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do. We love you. And join us over at Magnetic Reversal News in just a few minutes for an awesome scientific exploration into the largest Holocene eruption, some crazy geoengineering, well, and some climate change gobbledygook. We love you.